Shalom, live at the Grapevine. This is the Kosher Wine Review, and a lot of wines I've never tasted. One I'm completely enamored with. This is the Gvaot Pinot Noir. To me, the best Pinot in all of Israel that I've tasted so far. A wine that people have never thought possible, heard of, or thought anybody would create. A Chardonnay Cabernet Savignon blend. It looks white. Matzara, which is one of the best wines we sell in our store, a Gofna and Herodian series, and we'll explain what that is. Please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Shivi Drori.
Come a little bit more this way. This is Shivi Drori from Gvaot.
Yeah, I'm the winemaker of Gvaot Winery in Israel. The winery is located in Gvat Arel, which is not far from Jerusalem, above the Shiloh Creek in the Shomron. It's about 750 meters above sea level in the mountains, where the girls of Shiloh would go and dance in the vineyards in Tu B'Av many years, 3,500 years ago. So it's a very ancient wine making region, and we are just putting the vines back where they belong. That's it. This is what we truly believe. It's a very good place to grow wine.
My favorite redundant statement about growing wine in Israel, the grapes. What were we doing 2,000 years ago? What was our tribute to the Romans?
Okay, so actually, as of doing wine, I have a research position in Ariel University, and one of my main research projects is finding the old wine varieties that David HaMelech drank from his wines. You know, we lost all the old varieties because of the Muslims coming in about the 13th century.
They ripped
everything off. They just pushed everything off because of religion reasons, and we lost all of the old varieties, and we truly do not have today any of the old varieties. And now we are looking in the creeks and in every possible place to find it. We actually found more than 40 different grape varieties that could be suited for wine production.
Wow.
So we might in a few years do something like that.
As I zone in here, you'll see the word Chardonnay. Break it down in Hebrew, and you have Hashem's name at the last part of the word.
Yeah.
So today, we'll continue more stories and more videos. This is a Chardonnay Cabernet Sauvignon we're going to be tasting today. This is 80% Chardonnay, 20% Cabernet Sauvignon. And as I was giving it first smell, there's your glass. I am noticing red fruit in a white wine on the nose a little bit, which is highly unusual. Wow. If someone took the sweetness out of like brown caramelly sugar, even, as bizarre as that is, wow, beautiful oak notes. Like, you ever see, we have a barrel here, and it starts to fray off the little bit of the husking, I'll call it, of a tree. If you smell in the woods that fresh husking is slowly breaking off of its outer layer on the bark, I get that a little bit too, but in a kind way. With it's surrounded with fruit.
Has a nuttiness, a very nice.
Very nutty.
Yeah, very nutty. And it has some strawberry notes.
Exactly, like just hinting the red fruit.
Which comes out of the Cabernet Sauvignon.
Totally bizarre, like in the most awesome way. L'chaim v'bracha. To a sweet week. And I just learned why we clang as well. That's all the senses.
Right.
We speak out the bracha. We hear the clang of the glass. We see the color of the wine. Someone explained that there's a whole inyan to this. I have to go further at another time. I don't want to run out of film. L'chaim v'bracha to
Gvaot Winery.
Gofna and Gvaot. Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam borei priya Gofen.
Amen.
We still have a red light blinking? Hopefully?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, that's really different. I feel like I'm tasting a medium weight red wine, but it swallows and flows like I'm having a Chardonnay before it goes completely butter. It's not completely turned into the butter and the sawdusty kind of vibe going on. And Wow, the finish.
That's a good balance between the batonnage process and not going over and losing
Wow.
the fruit.